consider di-substituted benzene. So why is it di? Two substituents, di. If it is up to three substituents, but for the sake of this study, we are limiting this study to just di-substituted benzene. So you have to just know monosubstituted benzene and di-substituted benzene. Now, let's start with the first one. There are two ways we can name di-substituted benzene. The two ways involve, we can use the normal IUPAC nomenclature way. We can use IUPAC. We can use IUPAC to name this. We can also use what we call the Greek prefix. Okay? Now, this Greek prefix is using words like auto, meta, and para. Now, benzene has auto position, meta position, and para position. Let me show you. For example, if you have this thing like benzene, watch now. If you have this benzene, if here is your starting point, let's say your number one, this is your number one carbon. If here is your number one carbon, this place is auto, this place is auto. 1, 2 position is auto position. 1, 2 position is auto position. If here is 3, here is also 3. That is coming from here 3, coming from here 3. This part is meta. 1, 3, 1, 3 is a meta position. Then the last one here, which is number 4, from any side, you get 4. So this 1, 4 position is a para position. So this part, these two are called auto position. Auto position. Here is called meta position. Here is also called meta position. Okay? While here is what? Para position. It does not matter if here, anywhere can be number one. For example, if I have this, watch. If I have this now, let's say here is my number one now. Here becomes my auto position. Here becomes my para position. Here becomes my what? Meta position. Take note. So 1, 4 position is meta. 1, 2 auto. 1, 3. 3 can be from any side. You can count 3 from any side. So anywhere you position the benzene and 1. So for example, if here is my number 1, if here is number 1 now, for example, here is meta position. Here is meta position. If here is number 1, here is para position. If here is number 1, here is auto position. If here is number 1, this is an auto position. So these two are in auto positions. These two are in auto meta position. Meta, that is 1, 3. Why this one are what? Para, 1, 4. This one is in auto. So we can name the benzene using this pattern. Okay. So this pattern is called the Greek prefix. So now, how do we use this Greek prefix to name this benzene? Watch. Before you apply the Greek prefix, you check if a common name is possible for this. Yes, a common name is possible without this nitro group. What should be here? It's not toluene, so you write it out. Toluene. Now, since toluene is possible, a common name. Now, what is the attachment? The second attachment that is here is nitro group. This nitro group, at what position is it to the toluene? This is auto now, right? So you can say O nitro toluene. Why do you say O? O means auto, a 1, 2 position. Nitro, common name, toluene. Look at this one. This one will be clearer. Is a common name possible here? Yes. The common name is what? Still toluene. Okay? At what position is this bromine is to this toluene? It's a 1, 3 position. 1, 2, 3. And remember that 1, 3 position is a meta position. Auto position is 1, 2 position. Meta is 1, 3. Para is what? 1, 4. Okay? So from here now, since this toluene is in a meta position with bromine, so the name of the compound becomes what? M-bromotoluene. I believe you can also get this. Okay? So this is still toluene here, right? So do this with me. If here is toluene, the chlorine, at what position is it? You count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. At this position, chlorine is at the 1, 4 position. So your guess is as good as mine. What will it be? P-chlorotoluene. Now, can you do this? Yes. Where is a common name possible? Is a common name possible for this guy? Yes. A common name is possible for this. Remember when we did monosubstituted benzene? The common name for this alone is what? Aniline. Is that not so? So you write aniline first. Then attach this guy that is attaching here. At what position is it to the aniline? It's at auto position, right? 1, 2. So it's going to be what? O bromo aniline. So have you seen how easy it is to name this? Now, we can also name this with IUPAC. Now, for IUPAC means following the what? The rule for numbering and the rest of them. Now, for us to name this in IUPAC, we have to what? Number this. I want to use IUPAC name now to name it, okay? In using IUPAC name, you have to number this ring. And numbering this ring, you have to consider this thing I wrote here. You are going to number with respect to this. Anyone that is on top you have to give it the smallest number, okay? While the ones down follows suit. So if you have, let's say for example, I have methyl. Methyl is an alkyl group which is under this place. And I have nitro. Look at nitro. These two, nitro is higher. So if I'm numbering, I will number in such a way that I will make this guy to have the smallest number. So for the sake of this nitro here, the numbering will start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why did I go this way? I went this way because if you go this way, you will give this to the smallest number, okay? And also consider this as the one that has the highest priority according to this rule. This rule is called the Cairn-Ingold-Prey law. The Cairn-Ingold-Prey law, priority rule. So they were the one that proposed this arrangement based on the IUPAC rule, okay? So based on the IUPAC rule, nitro comes first. So it's going to be 1 nitro, 2 methyl benzene. For the sake of this one, let's do this one together. Look at halogen Br. Look at halogen X. X is halogen, any halogen of your choice. While R is methyl. So which one do you consider first? You consider this, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what would this one be now? 1 bromo, okay, 2, 3 methyl benzene. Okay, so for this one now that I named 1 nitro, you can decide to follow the normal. You can change this one, okay, because in alphabetical order, methyl comes before nitro, right? So you can also say 2 methyl, 1 nitro benzene. Okay, take note of this. So for this, I believe you can also do this, right? So for this, now the numbering will start from here because halogen is higher than the methyl, the alkyl group, in terms of numbering. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what should this one be? This one should be what? 1 chloro, 4 methyl benzene. For the next one, which is this one, using the IUPAC rule. So for this remains bromine, halogen and amino. Look at amino, look at bromine here. So this is higher, right? So it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in terms of numbering, this one comes first. So it's going to be 1 amino. This is an amino functional group, right? This is bromine, halogen. So it's going to be, for this, it's going to be 1 bromo, no? It's going to be 1 amino, 2 bromo benzene. So that is how to name this. So we just apply the IUPAC rule and follow the what? The Cairn-Ingold-Prey priority rule. So with this now, you can try out as many problems as possible. For example, let me give you this. I don't know if you can do this. Can you attempt this one? I'll write on the board. Attempt it on your own and give the answer in your comment section, okay? So right here, I can give you this. Can you name this? Also, can you name this? Also, can you name this? Can you name this? So attempt these questions on the board. So the last one I will give you now will be so try this out and give me the answer. Okay, remember, name this compound using both the Greek prefixes and the what? And the how you pack nomenclature rule. So attempt this. So I believe that what you're going to get for this, your answer should be, if you're using the Greek prefixes, this should be O cyano toluene in terms of Greek prefixes. If you're using the how you pack nomenclature, look at cyanide, look at alkyl. So this should be 1, should be 2, this should be 3, 4, 5, 6. So this should be 1 cyano 2 methyl benzene. So any pattern you use, you can get the same. For this, the same thing, right? For this should be O. It's not O. This should be 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be M. 1, 3. M nitrobenzoic acid. Okay. If you want to use the IUPAC nomenclature, this should be what? 3 nitro. You can use the word 3 nitrobenzoic acid. Okay. That should be for this. Then for this, remember the common name for this, anisole. So this should be what? P nitro anisole. While for this should be what? M cyano phenol. So for the IUPAC name for this, you can also use the IUPAC method to also name them. So these are a few examples. There are many examples of these questions. You can get them in the app as you assess the questions. Okay. So looking at this now, we have been able to name at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different compounds. So there are more compounds. There are more examples to this. So when you practice, you become perfect. Okay. So try to know if there is a common name possible. If a common name is not possible, then you now use the IUPAC nomenclature and name the compound.